Okay, here we go. Um, Hello, my name is Lila. This is the day before the Happiness at Home retreat, which for me is going to be about unraveling, untying. I do not have anything set up, and actually, technically, shouldn't this be live? I don't know, and frankly, I don't care at the moment. Um, this is about me. So, no, this one is for me. So, tomorrow is the retreat. I have my handy dandy agenda and a transcript of sorts that I was working on before. That may change. Originally, when I set this up, I decided I was going to do a whole big thing and invite people and make a space on Facebook. And I have not done that. Instead, I am going to simply start posting live on YouTube, which technically I guess this should be, but it's not going to be because, again, this is for me to get myself in this space. So, the goal for tonight for this actual recording, which I am recording on my phone as well, so I can do a transcript. Goal for tonight is first of all, what do I want to get accomplished? Technically, tomorrow there is space and time at 3 o'clock to and after to set up this space, and that is fabulous. However, I think I want to preset this space. I'm going to go ahead and change the sheets on my bed, do some laundry. So we need to type that in right now. I don't have to pack. I don't have to travel, but the pre-event, well, there's jitters and there's the pre-event high are still prevalent, and it's kind of nice to tap into the excitement of it. I want to not get too spastic about it. It can be easy to get all ooh, and I don't like the way I am when I'm that way either. I mean, yes, I'm all fun and light and sparky, but at the same time, I'm not quite always mentally there. And then I look back and go, what did I do? So, a balance, rather like the balance that we have going with the winter and the summer, at least here. We've just come through some very, very warm days. One might even say hot, possibly even too hot for me. And our winter, we had some very, very cold days. And so I don't know if I read this somewhere or if it's a personal theory. I probably read it somewhere that the nature does balance itself. Um, and that the low that you have for winter, you're going to have a matching high for summer. It is cyclical. And of course, ideally, you maintain a more, well, for me, median temperature, at least emotionally. I would prefer to be quiet and calm, not in a never excited kind of way, but in a way where I always am able to pull back if I need to or put forward more if I want to, instead of just running along. and spinning like a top in either in a happy direction or in an unhappy one. I believe that the more even keel I am on one side, the more even keel I will be on the other. Because I do think that trauma is trauma to the brain. It doesn't necessarily matter whether it is a happy trauma or a difficult trauma. It is simply a burst out of the norm, and so there are reactions to it. I'm not sure if that made sense. Anyway, not going to get bogged down by that. So, while I am enjoying the anticipation of the retreat this weekend and doing my best not to run over my plans over and over and over and over again in my head, it is going to be a little bit unscripted. Okay, a lot bit unscripted, most likely. I want to start as I mean to go on. And part of the unraveling practice is to disconnect from those expectations or those habits. And so the habit of spinning in place while preparing for something is something I am working on changing, because I don't think it's healthy. I don't like the way I feel afterwards. Rather like stuffing myself with cake. I don't like the way I feel afterwards. It might be good and fun and all exciting in the moment, and these days I'm more about the afterwards. Well, that the afterwards is as enjoyable as the event itself, that I can look back with positive memories for the whole time. Also, possibly more relevant, like a vacation. Vacations are not necessarily restful. We have all this planning that needs to be done beforehand. Then there's the getting to it. Then there's, for some, packing everything in or just sitting around and doing nothing. And then there's the getting home from it. And then there's the recovery period, both from the activities that were unusual, possibly the climate or the altitude that was unusual, the eating habits and the sleeping habits that have all changed, not to mention the jet lag, the effects of altitude just by taking planes, if that is what has been done. So that's another reason for doing the retreat at home, because I want to not have to deal with all of those things and deal specifically in this home environment with the things that I would like to change in as self-caring a place as possible. I don't think we always do self-care when we're on vacation. We often, or I don't know about you, but I have often said and heard, well, don't worry about it, you're on vacation. Like things are forgivable, like calories don't exist, or things you're allergic to normally, it's not really true on vacation. And that isn't true of our bodies. Our bodies don't care where we are, whether we're supposed to be celebrating, they're going to react the same way to food or to smoke outside or to exercise or whatever. So I want this retreat to be a wholly gentle and caring experience. So what do I want to get accomplished tonight? I'm going to go ahead and remake the bed tonight and do some laundry. so that when I get up in the mornings and go, oh, this is what I really want to wear today, I can. The kitchen will be clean. I have somebody who cleans my house for me because I am pretty bad at that. And so that is good. I will simply have to maintain it. Yay. I will want to check groceries because I do not want to go out of the house farther than my backyard. I want to have everything here. So check groceries. I can either go shopping tonight or tomorrow before the event officially begins. I'll probably, hopefully, do some administrative work. Does it feel like I've gotten it done and I'm not neglecting anything? Other things I would normally do when I'm heading out would be, you know, making sure the finances are in order so that I have what funds I need, making sure the cats are taken care of, which I will be doing. Yeah, I don't need to pack. And I don't need to make sure I have, my usual supplies because it's something I do anyway for in-house. So there might be some tidying up if I have some extra energy, but I also don't want to try and start any really big projects. It's another thing I sometimes do. The night before I'm leaving for anything, I'll go, ooh, I want to do my nails and maybe I'll take my crochet project, but I need to start it so I have an idea of what I'm doing, or get all these books, or get all my writing projects together. A, I don't need to do that because I know where they all are. And B, that really just adds back to the tizzy, to the whirlwind. So I think I will keep it a simple list, which I can always add to if I want, or subtract from if I want. One thing I know I'm not going to do tonight is take a bath. I like to take a bath soon after my house has been cleaned because then I know the tub is clean. And I am saving that for tomorrow night as part of the opening rituals, as it were. So that I will not do. But I think, yeah, bed, laundry, groceries, tidying up, and some admin work. And my usual evening activities. And remember to eat and just be me instead of, this sounds wrong, instead of someone special, because that's not the way I mean it. But again, sometimes when I go on events, to retreats or conventions, there's always that, niggling little hope. I'll be discovered. I will become important at this event in one way or another. Somebody I admire will see me and talk to me, and we'll strike up a great friendship. And suddenly, some sort of creative aspect that I present will be big and amazing, and my world will never be the same. And I don't need to do that this time. I am the person that I'm going to meet. And I am, for this event, the most important one. And I do hope my world will continue to change and improve. But I'm not even doing the videos, I've decided, for the purpose of getting it out there. In fact, that's why I'm not doing it on Facebook. Because figure if somebody needs to see it, they'll find it. And that really is all that matters. Well, all that matters is that I am doing it for me, but since I feel the need to talk it out as I do it, it is there for whenever or whoever needs it. Um, so there we are. All right, then. Let us begin the begin. The name of getting ready for, yeah, okay, I'm going to be quiet now.